I'm doing it. I'm really doing it. DC Fandome happened yesterday, the day before today, actually. What is that? It's like Comic-Con, but specifically for DC. If you don't know, Comic-Con happened on the internet this year, and DC Fandome happened on the internet this year as well. So if you wanted to enter the dome, you could. And it was specifically for 24 hours, from what I understand. You could go to their website and watch people talk over Zoom calls, because that's what everybody wants. But during the DC Fandome, you had some trailers that dropped. Obviously, that's what I want to talk about today. Now, initially, I wasn't going to do this. I was like, everybody's going to be putting out videos about this thing. There's like always this gatekeeping that happens sometimes. You get people like, you're not a true fan. I don't like to have to, at the beginning of my reaction or my thoughts or my reviews of a movie, try to describe and explain to prove my fandom of something. Leave it up to the Jeremy Johns and the Mr. Sunday movies to do stuff like this. You get this feeling in your heart when you're like, oh man, I gotta hurry and get this out before they get out and make sure it's clear that I didn't watch their stuff. I didn't know. YouTube's a weird game, I'll tell you that much. But the thing that I like the most about making YouTube videos is the people who watch my channel, the people who come and care about what I have to say about a topic and a thing. I got this comment from Arkham Bricks. He said, or she said, can you react to the new Batman trailer? It warmed my heart. You know what, Arkham Bricks? Yes, of course I can talk about it. In fact, I'll do you one better. I will go ahead and I will watch some of the trailers that came out from DC. Not all of them. I might skip a few, skip a few, because they look pretty fun. Put chapter markers down in the description, so if you're like, I don't care what he has to say about Suicide Squad 2, which isn't, I don't know why they call it that in the thing, then you can click if it works properly down below. First off, we've got Wonder Woman 2. It's not called Wonder Woman 2. It's called Wonder Woman 1984. Just a little complaint I have. I know it's clickbait. I really like the first one. You can check out my review of that. You could also check out my review of the Wonder Woman episode of Hot Amazon Wax in the description. You know how cards work, I hope. Really enjoyed the first Wonder Woman movie, all the way up until the final act, which I thought was a little bit hokey, but I thought it was good. All right, let's look at this. All right, so we begin. Themyscira.
This world is not yet ready for all that you will do.
We're in some sort of Colosseum, back when she's a little girl.
And everything will be different.
This is the second trailer. We saw this already, her swinging like Tarzan on lightning. It's pretty cool. I love the aesthetic of this movie, like the branding of the promotional material. It's like VHS lines, scan lines, but obviously it's been like altered or specifically custom designed for this trailer. I love it so much that I actually mimicked it in my SGK Plus logo because I think it looks so cool that I did my own little version. I love the VHS effect. Anyway. Anything. Get some Kristen Wiig here. Since I've already seen the first trailer, there's a lot of stuff that I've already formed opinions about, and her character definitely reminds me a lot of the Riddler in Batman Forever. I'm sure people are going to draw Catwoman from Batman Returns vibes, but just kind of her motivation looks like the Riddler. I mean, this is very common, I guess, where it's like, I work for you or I'm jealous of you, so I become the bad guy and I become a cat woman of sorts. I think they did it in Iron Man 3, right? I got glasses, so nobody cares about me and my ideas.
You dream of, you can have it.
You look like you saw a ghost.
Chris Pine is back. Spoiler alert, everybody.
One day has passed.
It does look like maybe one day has passed.
I want to be an apex predator. You've always had everything, while people like me have had nothing. Well, now it's my turn.
Little proletariat rising up against the bourgeoisie. Classic DC truck flip. Dang.
I've never been one for rules.
You like that. What is she hanging on there? A cloud? Probably the plane. Invisible jet?
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Radar.
Will they shoot at us?
Wow, wow.
What did you do?
looks like it would chafe a bit, but...
You know what? I'm ready to go.
I think we can do better.
Parachute pants?
Yeah,
Does everybody parachute now?
Oh, man. The classic trailer ending joke right there. That's the type of thing that actors find funny. Does everybody wear parachutes now? Because it's called parachute pants? I'm from a different time? Anachronistic joke? Actors should usually stick to the script. It's not funny, but it's cute. Good quip. I like Chris Pine. He's a great Captain Kirk, and I'm glad he's found another place where he can be a cool, suave, good guy. Well, that looks great. I'll see it, of course. I love the first movie. I will see the second one. I like the 1984 aesthetic. I'm a fan of the book, the 1984 book, so this should be quite a treat. I mean, I assume that is a reference to 1984. Hopefully they at least mimic the Apple commercial. Great. All right. Next up, we've got Batman Gotham Knights. I saw a tweet, and this could be wrong, but it's probably right. Sure, I'll be informed in the comments below. This is not connected to the Arkham games. I'll be honest with you, I never played Arkham Asylum. The first Arkham game that I played was Arkham City on the PlayStation 3. I liked it. It's a great game. Recently, I've been playing Arkham Knight. Is that it? Yeah, Arkham Knight. Man, all this wordplay on the same names kind of throws you off. And it's fun. It's a fun game. A lot of like kind of tasks as you go through the assignments and stuff, but they're great games. It's Batman, so what are you gonna do? Actually, I've been playing two games because I've been playing Injustice 2. My wife and I like to play because we really like the Mortal Kombat games, and Injustice 2 is quite literally the same game. Except it's got different powers and stuff, but it's got the same like controls and mechanics and everything. It's the same game. We like Mortal Kombat better because we like the blood and the guts. Anyway, let's check out the Gotham Knights video game. I don't know why I'm spending so much time talking about games that it's not even related to.
Reports of an explosion somewhere.
So the game begins with this news report.
Confirm if there are any victims.
I mean the trailer,
Stories involving
not the game, but I'm sure the game begins similar this way too. Who could it be? You might ask.
You're now able to confirm that billionaire philanthropist Bruce Wayne is
dead. Is he though? Graphics look great. I mean, still, there's a long way to go with the faces.
You're watching this.
But I mean, if you compare it to the original PlayStation.
Haven't trusted us since Jim died.
Bat Girl.
Gotham will need its protectors more than ever.
Dick Grayson as Nightwing
Is out.
and
You've always had
Jason
my back.
Todd.
You.
Whatever. I don't think it's
Gotham's
Jason
safe.
Todd. Aw, yeah. Red Hood, Robin, Batgirl, and Nightwing. You know, this is the type of gatekeeping I'm talking about. I joked around about how she looks like Bible Girl now on Twitter, and someone was like, this is how she always looked recently in the new 52. But the fact that now she's got the glow sticks just emphasizes the fact, look, she looks cool. She looks great. I think she's been working out, but she does look like Bible Girl. Who wore it better, though? That's the real question. I like his outfit. It's cool. It reminds me of a little bit of Damian Wayne, but I don't think it's Damian Wayne. Reminds me of something that you would see in Batman Ninja. Look, I only watch the cartoons. I don't read the comics. Sorry. So this is the type of thing. If this is how he looks now, great. Very good. Again, love the aesthetic. I like the neon RGB type lighting. Whoa, 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 whoa. I like how they all have like some sort of glowy sticks, except for Red Hood, who has glowy guns. Boom boom sticks. I think they came out with gameplay also that I could watch, but I'm not going to do it here in this video, because we're just watching trailers. Chill tonight. Chun, 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 chun. Sick. Remember that time in the animated series when Robin jumped over the drawbridge on his motorcycle? That was cool.
No one talks about them.
Ooh. Ah. Scary. I'll play it. All right. It's time to watch the Suicide Squad teaser trailer.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission.
Here's Amanda Waller. I'll be honest, I haven't kept up with this. I haven't even paid attention to who's going to be in it because I dislike the first movie so much. What's cool about this, just as a whole, like seeing Amanda Waller here, I don't think a franchise has been able to do this except for maybe like 007. Let me explain. This sort of like reboot, like a soft reboot that is able to carry over aspects that worked in the movie before it. In 007, you have a new James Bond, a new director, a new kind of aesthetic and feel, and it's like a totally different type of movie, especially when, you know, like with Casino Royale, for example. Yet, you still have Q and M from the previous movie, which works really well throughout the history of James Bond. They've been able to kind of like, okay, let's keep the aspects that we like and do new things, whatever works now. In that way, that's from what I understand what they're doing with this is it is not a sequel. It is not Suicide Squad 2, but it is kind of a retry, and they're keeping the actors and the people that they feel worked, like Margot Robbie and Jai Courtney and Viola Davis and whoever else, but they're bringing in new people. I think from what I understand, it takes place in a completely different time. Oh, and Joel Kinnaman also. It's interesting that they do this kind of like roll call teaser trailer because that's what was one of the stupidest parts of the previous movie. I guess it's trying to show like, look how comic book accurate this is. Polka Dot Man? That's funny. A highly underutilized character villain in the Batman universe for sure. Idris Elba? Oh, they're bringing in King Shark? That's awesome. That's great. I mean, it's a lot of people. You've proven that. You did it. Oh, geez, so many people. And they haven't even shown Jai Courtney yet. Holy crap. There he is. Boomerang guy. Oi! John Cena! Yep. Lots of people in it. Now, there is like a featurette that is kind of like what they do when you remember back when you used to go to the movies and they would have like Newfie? You have just finished watching Newfie. We flew you through the air with Wonder Woman, and we took you into the night with Arkham Knight. They did a featurette for Suicide Squad that is right here that I'm not going to watch because I just wanted to watch trailers, but it does look pretty cool. It is James Gunn who's directing it, who of course did Guardians of the Galaxy. He says it's the best movie he's ever made in there. Maybe he's being paid a lot of money to say that, but you know, a lot's riding on it. I'll see it. They got me back in. And I think that that's smart. I don't know. Man, it's so many people. There's also a Suicide Squad video game that they announced, which looks pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Sunset Overdrive. Looks pretty cool. Looks fun. They make it fun a little bit of how, like, in the movie, Suicide Squad is supposed to be able to take on Superman. Like, how are they going to do that? Well, find out in that game. I'm not going to watch that trailer either because what I really want to do and what I was originally asked to do is watch Batman. So now I'm going to watch the Batman trailer. And then after that, we'll check out the Snyder Cut. That'll be it. Black Adam looks cool, but it's just a teaser trailer as well. Let's go ahead and watch the Batman. And then if you don't want to stick around after that, then I totally understand. Here we go. The Batman. What's this like? Like any trailer that starts off with duct tape. Wonk. No more lies. Clearly a reference to Christopher Nolan's, where Batman's conclusion is, lying is the best way to deal with this situation. Oh, the other kind of trailer where you play an acoustic version of a song. Oh, Jeffrey Wright from Westworld and also Casino Royale, as I mentioned earlier. I love him. He's playing Jim Gordon. That's cool. Love it. Perfect casting. Oh, man, I don't know why I don't know about this. I didn't realize it was the Riddler. Great. Awesome. Oh, Chris Gaines is in this?
You're becoming quite a celebrity.
This is cool. Catwoman's here? What's up, nice poem.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm Batman. Jeez. Whoa! Calm down. I'm Vengeance. Oh yeah! Whoa! That's great.
This guy's crazy.
I think this might be my favorite Batmobile. I mean, 89 Batmobile's awesome, but like, it's dated. And Tumbler's great, but it's just a tank. Oh, look at it over there. It's way bigger than like a normal car. That's interesting. Well, it's not made for off-road, that's for sure. It's got those slick tires on it. And it's not gonna be jumping over buildings. I love the jet or the rocket booster or whatever. Man, that's awesome.
You'll see.
I didn't watch the Twilight series, so I don't see him as that. It's a little Chris Angel-ish. He's brooding and he's angry, but I love that it's a younger Batman, a little less experienced. I want you to tell your friends about me. It's almost the Nightwing movie that we were hoping for, but instead it's Batman. Very fun. That's great. That looks awesome. You can see my review of Batman v Superman. I was not a fan of that universe. A lot of people were like, Ben Affleck's awesome as Batman. I wanted to give Ben Affleck a chance as Batman, but honestly, I never was a fan of him. I didn't like his performance. And I think some of that is because of Zack Snyder. I like some of Zack Snyder, but he's hit or miss for me. But this feels like kind of a return a little bit to the Nolan Batman, which I really love those movies, but with its own unique style, which is kind of represented in the way they designed the Batmobile, where you have this very unique thing drawing influence from previous stuff. And so this is exactly probably what I would want in a Batman movie, and it looks like what we're gonna get. So I mean, you can't tell a ton from a trailer, but it looks like a great movie. The last thing I wanted to check out is the Snyder Cut. I don't know, I actually liked Justice League better than Batman v Superman. I said a lot of stuff in my review, you could check it out, but Zack Snyder does some great things or some good things and some really crappy things. I liked 300. I liked seeing, you know, these guys fight for freedom against totalitarianism. That's cool. It looked amazing. It was innovative. A lot of strong, sweaty men fighting each other. Something about that I really enjoyed. I didn't love Man of Steel, and I really didn't like Batman v Superman. Sucker Punch should have been called Sucky Movie. That's what it should have been called. Justice League was fine. It felt a little more focused, to be honest, than Batman v Superman. And then Watchmen, it had so much good in it. It looked amazing. It was a really cool looking movie, but the TV show's better because it actually gets into characters. And there's this thing that Zack Snyder does with powerful characters. He does it with Superman in Batman v Superman, and he does it with Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen. He makes powerful characters elitists. They're like, oh man, I'm just amazing. And look at all these plebs on the ground, and what do I do? Like, do I help them? I just don't know, man. I'd rather just go off and live on a different planet, probably. Almost as if that's like the right thing to do. I know that he's a fan of like Atlas Shrugged. That's what I've read on Wikipedia, that he likes Ayn Rand philosophy. And what's funny is I have a tendency towards like freedom and libertarianism and that sort of thing. But I feel like what he gets out of Ayn Rand's philosophy is what a lot of people criticize about Ayn Rand's philosophy, which is that sort of elitist, like, if you're rich, it means you're rich because you are better than everybody. And the best thing to do is to just go live in Galt's Gulch and get away from the moochers. In reality, that's not really what I get out of it. Now, that might be what she's saying. That's not what I believe. Whether Zack Snyder believes that about himself or not, that does come through in his movies, where you've got these super powerful characters. And I get trying to explore the idea that just because you have superpowers doesn't mean you're obligated to help people. But it also doesn't mean you're obligated to be a jerk either. Like, Superman does help people, and he does that by choice. It's not because people assume he should help them. Superman doesn't need to teach people a lesson in gratitude necessarily. He just likes helping people. He cares about people. And I think that that's what's cool about Superman. And that's what like a movie I say movie because that's what I watch, like Red Son explores that kind of idea of what is it within Superman that gives him the desire to help people instead of control them. That's the great thing about Superman. And the best kryptonite of Superman is Lois and people and his humanity. And that's, I think, something that Snyder often seems to miss in who Superman is. Superman works much better, I think, as somebody who is a human who finds out they have superpowers, not an alien who's trying to fit in this world and figure out his place. That's when Superman works the best. Anyway, enough of my rant about Superman. Let's look at the Snyder Cut. I am excited about it. I might as well. I wasn't like demanding, I wasn't posting, release the Snyder Cut, we need the Snyder Cut. Though I do like alternate cuts of movies. I like the Donner cut of Superman 2. I think that was awesome that they were able to give him the ability to go back and recut his movie kind of in the way that he would have made it. And I think it's a better movie because of it. So if the market can bear it, sure, why not? Release the Snyder Cut. We might as well. And I'll watch it. I'm actually excited that, I'm sad that DC Universe is a DC subscription service, which is great, by the way. I love it. I have it. But apparently they're getting rid of it. So it's too late for me. I should have gotten some sort of sponsorship or whatever before. Apparently they're moving everything, from what I've heard, over to HBO Max, so I might switch over to that anyway. So this will be on that. Maybe Swamp Thing will be on that. They're not going to make more Swamp Thing, but it is a good show. I wish it had kept going. But let's just check this out.
There was a secret chord that
David played, and it pleased the Lord. I can't hear the song without thinking of Shrek and that SNL unintentionally funny sketch after Trump was elected. There he is, brooding.
king composing hallelujah.
And I have not watched... I have not watched enough. This was in the movie, right? Or was that in the trailer? There he is, Black Superman, but no mullet, unfortunately. Black suit Superman, okay. They aren't brave enough to actually do Black Superman.
I did my best.
They should.
Wasn't mighty shy.
I don't know Justice League enough to know what was and wasn't in the movie. Now that was in the movie. Steppenwolf.
It all went wrong.
Does he look different? Oh, the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids machine. Good, they put it in. That's good. Like that. I'm definitely gonna get a copyright claim for this. That's cool that he has the black suit the whole time. Love it. It's cool. I like it.
Probably fought.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
Hell yeah. I love it. Justice League, it's probably a little bit more like what 300 was about. People fighting for freedom. Like, look, we're the only ones who could do this. We're not going to submit to this guy, and we're going to fight for freedom. So I do like that aspect of things that Zack Snyder has put together, and 300, for example. So this probably is a little bit more of a 300-y type movie than it is a Watchmen-y type movie, right? Correct. That is correct, Kevin. You are correct about that. That looks great. All of this looks really good. There's not a single thing that they put out that I'm like, oh, that's going to be stupid. I'll play all the games. I'll watch all the movies. I'll do all of it and more. What about you? What do you guys think of the stuff that's coming out by DC? What do you think about Black Adam? Let me know in the comments below. Which thing are you most excited about? I'd love to hear from you about it. Thanks so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this exploration of DC content. That's all I've got to say for today. Be sure to give a little like and hit the subscribe button and all of those things. It does help out, apparently. And yeah, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.